Hi, I'm Jeremy and this is Yoga with Jerm. Today's practice is going to be the perfect way to start your day. It is a sequence that's not too challenging, but at the same time, it's also not too relaxed. Just ready to get the blood flowing and for you to take on the rest of the day. Now, good news for those of you who have been waiting to practice with me. The studio that I teach with is having a day of free yoga on 21st of June. So if you're looking to practice with me, I've got one slot that day. It's 3 to 4 p.m. Singapore time. So feel free to join me. You can find the details on how to join in the link in the description below, or you can simply sign up on Mindbody if you look for Nithya Priyan School of Yoga. But let's get started now with the practice. And let's start today's practice in a tabletop position, on your hands and knees, with the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And beginning with a few rounds of cat and cow. On the inhale, let's drop the belly, lifting the gaze, arching the spine, and exhale to round the spine. The head comes between the arms, tailbone between the legs. Inhale to drop the belly and look up. Broaden across the collarbones, and exhale to round as you separate the shoulder blades behind you. One more time, inhale to drop the belly and look up. Feel the sitting bones spreading out behind you, and exhale to round. And then last one, inhale to drop the belly and look up, staying here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale to round for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to a neutral spine. And from this position, on the inhale, let's lift the left arm up towards the ceiling, gazing up towards the left thumb, and exhale as we thread it underneath the body without placing the left shoulder on the mat. Inhale, lifting it up overhead, gaze up, and exhale to thread. Inhale to lift it up one last time. And then from here, exhale to thread, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to lift the left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Let's release, left hand down. Switching sides. On the inhale, lift the right hand up towards the ceiling, gazing up towards the thumb, and exhale to thread it underneath the body without placing the right shoulder on the mat. Inhale to lift the arm up overhead, gazing up, and exhale to thread it underneath without placing the shoulder on the mat. Good, last one. Inhale, lifting it up all the way, gaze up. As you follow the thumb with the eyes, exhale, thread it underneath, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to lift it up all the way. And as you release, placing the right hand onto the mat. Nice. And let's come up now into a kneeling position, hips off the heels, turning to face the long side of your mat, with the toes tucked under. Good. And extending the left leg all the way out to the left, with the foot grounded onto the mat. Body is upright, tailbone is tucked. And on the inhale, let's lift the arms up overhead. Fill the lungs with air. And exhale, let's go over to the left hand down onto the leg. The right hand is up and over. Continue to crawl the left hand further down the leg here. Feel that stretch on the right side body as we roll the right shoulder back. And let's switch sides. Take it to the other side. Right hand down onto the mat. Left arm is extending towards the front of the mat here. And switching over to the left. And over to the right. Just gently touching the mat with the fingertips. Over to the left. And last one, over to the right. Holding it there for 3, 2, left shoulder rolled back, and 1. Back to center, lift the arms up towards the ceiling, and hands on the hips. Switching sides, right leg extended now all the way to the right. Then lifting the arms up towards the ceiling, inhale. Let's take it towards the outstretched leg on the right first. Right hand down, left hand is up and over. Crawl the right hand slightly further down. Feel that stretch on the inside of the right thigh. Then let's switch it over. Left hand is down, right hand is up and over. And switch. Switch, heading to the left. And switch. Last one to switch all the way to the left. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead. And then hands on the hips. Let's come back onto both knees. Turning towards the front of the mat once again, placing the hands down at the front. Let's tuck the toes, lift the knees off, hips high, pushing back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and paddle it out. Bending one knee then the other, swaying the hips from side to side, dropping one shoulder then the other. Anything that you need to feel comfortable in down dog, go ahead and do so. And when you're ready, coming to stillness and downward facing dog. With the hips up high, the heels reaching for the mat, the chest is pressing towards the thighs. Look between the hands. Step the left foot forward between the hands now as you drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling, coming into a low lunge, sitting the hips forward and down here to really feel that opening in the right hip flexors. Stay here to breathe for 5, a little bit lower, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Hands on the hips as you straighten the front knee, finding half splits. On the inhale, lengthen up the spine. On the exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, placing the hands down onto the mat. Breathing and holding for 5. Good. Continue to tilt forward at the pelvis. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you stay right here, let's take the left hand, placing it down on the inside of the left thigh, with the forearm just pressing against the inside of the thigh. Then on the inhale, let's lift the right arm up towards the ceiling, twisting open. As you do this, feeling the stretch on the inside of the left leg. Left foot remains nice and flexed, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you place the right hand down once again, rebend the front knee, crawling the hands to the front. Let's come back up into that lunge position once again. This time taking a twist into the other side. Right hand holding onto the thigh. Left arm reach behind the back. Can we catch onto the opposite leg? And from here, just looking over the left shoulder as we sink the hips down here, taking this twist. Slightly deeper now into the hip flexors. For 5, sitting low. 4, 3, use the arms to twist a little deeper. 2, very good. And 1, gently release. Good. Place the hands down on the front of the mat. Step the left foot back to downward facing dog. And let's switch sides. Right foot forward between the hands, low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes as we lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Sinking the hips forward and down here. Stay here to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Hands on the hips, And 1. Let's straighten the front knee. Half splits. On the inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, let's fold forward. Hinge at the hips, hands down onto the mat. Good. Stretching into the right hamstring with the right foot flexed. Holding it here for 5. Continuing to tilt forward at the pelvis. 4. 3. 2. Good. And let's place the right hand now on the inside of the right thigh. And 1. Lifting the left hand up towards the ceiling. For the twist. Feeling the stretch on the inside of the right leg. Stay for 5. Nice and energetic. 4. Strong all the way through the fingertips. 3. 2. Good. And let's place the left hand down onto the mat. And 1. As we frame the right leg once again, rebend the front knee, crawl the hands to the front, coming up into that lunge once again. Remember to sit the hips nice and low. Let's take the twist over to the right. Holding onto the thighs, left hand holding onto the right thigh, right hand holding onto the left thigh. Twisting deeper as you sink lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Place the hands down at the front of the mat, stepping straight back to downward facing dog. Paddling the feet out, going just a little bit deeper into the down dog each time. Left foot forward between the hands for warrior 1. Pivot the back heel down as you square the hips to the front. Keep the front knee bent so that it's stacked over the ankle. Lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. You have the option, either the hands together gazing up or the hands shoulder width apart. Your choice. Wherever we are here, we're gazing up here, finding this slight gentle back bend, holding for 5, 4. Continuing to straighten up into the back knee actively. 3. Square the hips forward. 2. Let's open up for cactus arms. 1. Elbows at 90 degrees here. As you squeeze the shoulder blades together, continue to gaze 45 degrees up. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we sweep the arms behind the back. And 1. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders up and back here as you shine the chest proud, gazing up even higher than before. Holding it here for 5. That broadness and spaciousness. 4. In the front of the body. 3, 2. Releasing the arms. 1. Lift the arms up overhead. Lean forward 45 degrees with the upper body. And step the right foot forward to the front of the mat, sitting low into this chair pose. Holding it here for 5, 4, a little bit lower, 3, 2, good. Can the left leg step back into warrior 1? 1. Pivot the back heel down, square the hips to the front, set up the warrior 1 first, then gazing up towards the ceiling. The hands open, shoulder width apart, or palms together, gazing up to the space where the thumbs meet. Stay and breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Cactus arms. 1. The elbows at 90 degrees as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Staying here. 5, 4, 3, left hip continue to roll forward. 2, sweep the arms behind the back. And 1, interlace the fingers, rolling the shoulders up and back. Let's gaze up to the ceiling, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, releasing the arms. 1. Place the hands down at the front of the mat. Let's step straight back to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here in down dog just to catch your breath. Then the left foot forward between the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. Hands to heart center. And let's take a really delicious, yummy twist as we twist over to the left, hooking the right elbow outside of the left knee. Suck the belly in, sinking the hips a little bit lower here. Try to get the center of the chest up to touch the thumbs. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, good. As you come back to center, 1, lift the arms up overhead. Crisscross the hands behind the head, holding onto opposite triceps or opposite elbows. Lifting the gaze, opening up into the shoulders here. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the hands down onto the mat. Let's switch sides. The left leg stepping back, and the right leg stepping forward for low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, and let's lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Drawing the hands to heart center, twisting over to the right. Hook the left elbow outside the right knee. Lift the center of the heart up to touch the thumbs. Staying there to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, good. And as you untwist, 1, come back to center, lifting the arms up overhead, crisscross the hands behind the head, holding onto opposite triceps, and then lifting the gaze up. Stay here to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, let's place the hands down at the front of the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog now, left foot outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Here in this lizard pose, without coming down onto the forearms, let's place the right hand as it remains on the mat. Left hand can reach back now. Allow the leg to open out to the left here. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Left hand reaching back and bend the back knee. See if you can catch onto the back foot. Option 2, just stay in lizard if catching onto the back foot is challenging. We squeeze the heel in close to the butt here and we're feeling the stretch in the right thigh. So we continue to stay here. 5, squeeze the heel a little bit closer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Step the right foot, the left foot back, and the right foot outside of the right hand. Good. And with the left hand planted on the mat, let's allow the right leg to open out here. And then the right hand can reach back. Catch onto the foot, squeeze the heel in close to the butt. Staying here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gradually release. Wonderful. Let's place the hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. And then lower the knees down onto the mat, finding tabletop position And from tabletop position now, going to find an extended puppy. Keep the hips centered over the knees. We're just going to crawl the hands forward, allowing the chest to sink down close to the mat. Last few moments for 3, 2, and 1. Crawling the hands back underneath the shoulders. Sit the hips back onto the heels as you untuck the toes. And let's finish the practice right here in the simple kneeling position. Thank you very much for practicing. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around soon. Bye!